Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning, inside I'm hurting. This ain't a feeling I can keep. So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trail Blazers as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they've really got it going, working on a 5-game winning streak. They'll try to push it to 6 straight with a victory tonight. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night. The defense tried to dictate that, but you have to try to dictate it and overpower that mentally.
Well, I wanted to go out and average 28-10. So 28 divided by 4 quarters, 7 points a quarter. My goal was to be on the attack, try to get to the rim every time, hit as many free throws as I could. If I had double digits after the first,
I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss. Then we came here to ball. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We're live from Portland, where the Trailblazers have home court advantage. They haven't started out with the success they had hoped for, but the season obviously is still very young.
This is certainly not the way this team wanted to start the season, Kevin. I mean, they just haven't been able to get anything positive done. No positive momentum, lacking in confidence, and as a result, they're struggling.
But, you know, I actually like some of the things I've seen from this team here in the early going. I know the results haven't been there for them yet, but there are things they're doing well, and I don't think it'll be too long until the wins start to come.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Smith in at shooting guard. At forward, Caspi and Tristan Thompson. Cole Aldrich is out there with Irving. Now here's Chandler, following the miss by Freak. Chandler kicks to Middleton. He dishes it to Chandler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Vonleh with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Vonleh's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Trailblazers. To the inside, Smith now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Cleveland on defense. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
Well, you know, they split their meetings last season, and the way both of these teams love to compete, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened again.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the miss from Mason Plumlee. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw, good, Irving. Caspi passes to Irving. Cleveland moving the ball around. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
The free throw drops for Smith. Both free throws good from Smith.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Chandler outside. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 14. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Irving.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
And another miss by Cleveland. Cleveland on defense. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. I mean, amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Portland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Smith. And Chandler sends it back. And they're able to recover. Three-pointer. And it's Smith again missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Chandler dishes to Lillard. Down low. Rebound by Aldridge.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Smith missing again.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Lillard with it. Guarded now by Irving. Here's Middleton, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
That sent it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB?
I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up, because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
1:52 left here in the first quarter. Lillard against Irving. Lillard attacking, and the serious dunk to finish it off.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Grant comes in for Wilson Chandler. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Lillard. Cleveland also making some changes. Chris Kaman is checked in for Aldridge. Smith comes in for Caspi. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Smith. Now, here is Irving. His last outing, he had 8 points.
Sticking too much.
He kicks to Kaman. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure seems as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here is Irving. Passes it to Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. And he gets it to go. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Irving against Jack. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Shumpert with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lynn against Shumpert. Lynn kicks to Grant. But they'll get another chance. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful.
I wasn't sure, if my career would ever pan out the way I was hoping for, or if I would be able to stay in the NBA. And so for me to be here playing, to be able to know I'm going to play in the game, in an NBA game, it's just, it's pretty cool.
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lynn has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lynn.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers, guys, what do you think?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them, the way they swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Chris came in out there with Caspi. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3, the small forward. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 45 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Irving attacking and good on the basket. Book it. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Lillard. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Middleton's checked in. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
One shot. One shot.
And free throw good from Lillard. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. To the middle. Here's Smith, and he dunks it down. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Out to the right wing. Feeds it to Aldridge. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And now Portland on the break. Here's Middleton, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Here's Smith. The shot will not go. Some solid defense from Lillard. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Smith for 3. Again, the miss by Smith. And Portland has possession. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
All right, I want everyone to give it up for your Blazer Dancers.
And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Trailblazers third.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow.
So for the Trailblazers, Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Plumlee. Grant comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Lillard. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Shumpert comes in for Cephalosha. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, the Cavaliers trail by 4. And Thompson kicks to Shumpert. Smith up top. The screen from Thompson. And the 3 is knocked down. Deep ball good and a nice shot from Smith. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Vonleh, the pass to Grant. Kicks to Middleton from 17 feet out. And Shumpert pulls it down.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Middleton dishes to Jack. Middleton left side. 5 on the clock. Back to Jack. No luck. And Cleveland will come the other way. And Shumpert kicks to Smith. Off his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. 1:29 left to play in the first half. Here's the three. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's the feed to Grant. Vonleh, the pass to Jack. In the corner, Middleton with it. There's the triple. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. 10 points for Chris Middleton.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Smith for 3. Again, the miss by Smith.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here's Jack. Again, the miss by Jack. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Smith's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Cavs. Portland's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Grant kicks to Jack. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Smith. No good. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Portland out in front. They're up by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball, basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. One place we've had success was in the low post on offense. Great positioning. Good job finding the open passing lanes and getting the ball in tight. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Cavaliers trailing. Chris Middleton is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Vonleh. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Portland with the ball. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And it's Smith penetrating. Pass to Aldridge. Back to Smith. Aldridge kicks to Smith. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It goes on Noah Vonleh. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
The Cavaliers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. Portland trailing here. An even 3-on-3 break. Chandler outside. Lillard dishes to Vonleh. Misses from short range.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Caspi passes to Irving. 6 to shoot. His three-pointers off the mark. A tight game here in Portland. Dishes to Vonleh. From deep. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Freak.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And there's the pass to Caspi. Smith kicks to Smith. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Smith against Land. Davis setting the pick for Lynn. Clock at 4. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Davis.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Lynn against Smith. Outside, Lynn, just his first attempt. And the rejection by Smith. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A different look now for Portland. Jeremy Grant comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Damian Lillard. Iman Shumpert has checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Sefolosha dishes to Kaman. Cleveland moving the ball around. Smith's shot is good.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Plumlee, the pass to Davis. And he gets it to go. Davis has got 8 points.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Goes back up, and it's finished off by Kaman as he lays it in. Kaman's got the lead up to 8 now for Cleveland. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Plumlee with a screen on Shumpert. Lynn with it, now guarded by Shumpert. Grant kicks to Lynn. Can't get it to go. Shumpert with some nice D. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Smith for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And Shumpert kicks to Smith. Lynn with the steal. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Shumpert against Land. Outside for Davis. Jack for 3. They get it back. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Here's Smith. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Jack dishes to Lynn. to Jack. No good there. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Cavaliers lead by 8. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Trailblazers trail by. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Smith, he's in at point guard. Thompson is out there with J.R. Smith. Then there's Irving. And it's Aldridge in at the 5 spot. And the foul called on Freak. That's his third foul of the game. And so here's Portland. And then Lillard slams it in.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
And the rejection by Smith. Smith against Chandler. Launches it. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Smith. And it's an 11-point Cavalier lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Cleveland.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Here's Smith. The shot is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Middleton on the wing, covered by Irving, and the rejection by Smith. Irving passes to Thompson. Aldridge kicks to Smith. 20 feet out. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Count the bucket. Middleton's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
The dish to Smith. Unloads from 13, and he drops that one in. Smith's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
And thank you, Doris. Tries to keep it alive. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Irving kicks to Thompson. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Trailblazers trail by 12. Nobody near Lillard. Bangs home the trifecta.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Irving dishes to Smith. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Damian Lillard.
Shooting for Portland. Frank. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Plumlee is checked in for Ed Davis. And Cleveland with a change here too. Caspi, he's checked in for Irving. And he makes both free throws. Here's Lillard. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
But the margin of error is history.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch. No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Smith against Chandler. Plumlee with the steal. Lillard outside. He feeds it to Vonleh. The three-pointer off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Smith. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 41.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Lillard attacking.
Well, just take a look at what Lillard's done tonight. He's got 14 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Good on both. And here's Smith. Baseline J on the way. No good. And it's Portland the other way.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Lillard attacking. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Lillard's got 13 points in the second half.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And Caspi kicks to Smith. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw drop for Smith.